All right, guys, happy Tuesday. This is another episode of Jordan Record Collection where we look at some of the Michael Jordan cards from the most recent Fanatics weekly auction that are a little bit more affordable. So they weren't included in our top 48, but they either broke all-time records or came very close. And you're not going to believe this. I don't know what's going on, but last night, I didn't even finish going through the list. I got to 12 and had to stop. So I've got 12 cards pulled up, 10 of which broke the all-time record. The other 2 were only a few bucks away from the all-time high. These Jordan cards are on fire for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments is going on. But these are like under the radar. This is PSA 8, PSA 9, a couple of PSA 10s, but primarily 8s and 9s and maybe even some BGS stuff snuck in there, breaking all-time records. So this is not a PSA 10 or bust type trend that we're going through. I know you guys are following it as closely as me. Hopefully these every Tuesday videos help you out. Enjoy this video. Let me know if you bought any of these cards or sold any of these cards. Either way, congrats, I guess, right? Enjoy the video.
See why Card Ladder is the industry leader in sports card data. We know what you want because Card Ladder was created by collectors for collectors. Card Ladder. Join the innovators, not the imitators.
All right, guys, I don't know what's going on. You guys tell me. I've got 12 cards that we're going to look at today. Let me know if you won or sold any of these cards in the comments below. We're seeing a trend. It's not just PSA 10 or bust. These are PSA 9s, PSA 8s, some BGS stuff. Crazy things going on in the Jordan hobby, especially in this affordable. I mean, we're going to look at cards from $3,000 down to less than $1,000, and these cards are breaking all-time records. And some of these are cards that we see quite often that are just kind of pissing all over 2021 prices. All right, let's get cranking. Not all of these sales are in Card Ladder yet, so I'm going to have to scroll through the Fanatics weekly auction page and kind of work our way down. Unlike the Fanatics weekly auction recaps, we are actually starting with the most valuable cards and working our way to the most affordable cards. So the first card we're going to look at is this 95 Flair Anticipation. You guys know it. It's in the hierarchy. It's not a rare card, even in PSA 10. In fact, it actually grades really, really well. 3,240 last night. Like I said, it's not in Card Ladder yet. This is the all-time chart. Sorry, this is the last 2 years. This is the all-time chart right here, and as you can see, 86 sales. The last sale was 3,099. That was the all-time record. Well, you can kiss that all-time record goodbye because this one last night sold for 3,240. So a new all-time record there for the Pop 106 Anticipation. 18% gem rate. For BGS, they grade 50% gems, and so that's a card you can find in gem mint condition pretty much any day, every day of the week, and still it's setting an all-time record last Sunday night on Fanatics weekly auction number 177. How about the round ball royalty refractor? Surely this is not going to break an all-time record. It's a BGS 9.5. It's sold and it was a minimum gem, so not even a superlative copy. It wasn't a quad. It wasn't a gem plus. It wasn't a gem plus plus. It was a minimum gem, no coating. BGS 9.5. It did 31.20 Sunday night. This card's highest price ever before this was $2,400. So this is a humongous jump. This is not even on this chart. And again, it's not uploaded yet. This is one I would be very leery of. This does not make too much sense to me. The last round ball refractor sold for $2,000, and this one jumped over 50%, all the way up to 31.20 last night. And if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last 6 sales were, less than 2,400. This card was as cheap as $1,100, and now it's almost triple. I would just be very careful with this one, but it is an all-time record. It is a great looking copy, and the color looks great. And maybe somebody just got carried away and said, you know what, today I'm starting my Gem Mint Jordan collection. And that's what happened. So new all-time record for the round ball royalty 9.5, but let's keep our eye on that one because that seems like a really, really big jump for a card that wasn't even really trending in the right direction. I mean, this is a card that looks to be trending downward, and then last night, out of nowhere, 31.20. I'm not so sure about that. Next on our list, we've got a 1996 Finest refractor. People call it the gold refractor, but it's just a refractor. Fanatics has gold in the title, but it's the only one of its kind, and the PSA label is not going to say gold on it. It's just a refractor. Also appears with coating. The with coating sells for much higher for whatever reason. They don't know what they're doing. I'm just kidding. This is the without the coating. The PSA 8, it's card number 291. Sold last night for $2,760. There's your card right there. And this is the highest selling price for a no coating, coating peeled, coating ripped off PSA 8 in history. Every single sale above this is going to be the sale of the card with the coating. And so this is the highest ever no coating 1996 finest refractor PSA 8. The new number is 2,760. Again, let's keep going on cards that are not rare. 1993 Flair All-Stars, number 5, Michael Jordan. Typical, common, boarded card. PSA 10 does $27.60 last night, just like the finest refractor did. There it is right there. There's your chart sorted by the highest price ever paid. $210 over the last highest sale, which was just a couple of weeks ago, which is $50 higher than the last highest sale, which was just a couple of weeks before that, which was $250 higher than the highest sale, which was 3 or 4 weeks before that, maybe a month before that. So you're looking at 4 consecutive sales of this card, all 4 of which became the new all-time high. So this is a card that is clearly trending in the right direction. There it is right there. And that looks to be Olajuwon trying to get up and block that shot by Jordan in the All-Star game, although it looks like it might be superimposed on there. So new record right there. What about the Meltdown PSA 9? Surely not. Surely not. This card is, there's a proliferation of this card out there. There's an abundance of a Meltdown PSA 9. It's a Pop 66. This is a card that's been graded 1,400 times. I know the 10 is rare. It's a $30,000 card. The 9 is a Pop 66. It is worth about 1/13 of the PSA 10. The last sale was about $24.71. This sale last night was $25.20. That is the all-time record sale. The all-time record sale was $2,500. This one breaks it by $20. We have an all-time high set last Sunday, 2 days ago, on Fanatics Weekly, number 177 for the Meltdown PSA 9. And yes, it is glorious. This is one gorgeous Michael Jordan hierarchy insert card. Next on our list, we have got the Planet Metal PSA 9. Remember, I'm looking at PSA 8s. I'm looking at PSA 9s. They're breaking records. It's not just PSA 10s. 98 Planet Metal, right? That's not the Planet Metal everybody wants, but it's the more rare of the 2 Planet Metals. This is the 98 Planet Metal die cut PSA 9. It did 2,370 last night. Here is your all-time chart in Card Ladder. It's not yet included in here. It broke the all-time record. I'm sorry, it just came shy of the all-time record. So 2,370, $50 shy of the all-time record. Let's go back to our chart. Sorry, there's our chart right there. 2,370 would be probably the second or third highest sale. Yeah, the second maybe highest sale, third highest sale of this card all time after 51 sales. So Pop 86 PSA 9, not a record, but a very, very good result nonetheless. Moving along, what do we have next? Oh yeah, we have our 1996 EX 2000. This is a Jordan base card. There it is right there. I love this card. I helped promote this card on Instagram for a gentleman that consigned with Fanatics and used the Cajun promo code. And I've always got this offer out there if you guys have Jordan cards or any cards that you're selling that are meaningful cards, 4-figure cards, 5-figure cards, and you use the promo code, please send me a text screenshot of using the promo code and I'll help you promote your cards on Instagram. And if it's a big enough card, I'll do a video on it, right? If it's a humongous card, I'll do a video on it. But as you guys watched from the video last night, one of the cards I promoted on Instagram was the highest selling card. It was the Steph Curry dual patch autograph BGS 9.5. It was actually the highest selling card on last night's or on Sunday night's weekly auction, number 177. This is another card that I got to promote on my Instagram story as well. It's a minimum gem copy, but it's a 96 EX 2000, the base card. It sold for $1,830. There's your card right there. The highest price ever was $2,750. So you're wondering, Cajun, well, why are you showing us a card? It's $900 below the highest sale ever. Well, I'm going to tell you why. I don't believe this sale of $2,750 got paid. I just don't believe it. And let me tell you why I don't believe it. Because this is a card that was kind of staggering back and forth between the 600, 800, 1,000. It got as high as 1,400. But it went from 800 to $2,750 It's just not organic. I don't believe it, and I don't believe that 2750 got paid. If you take out this data point right here, it's a nice, slow, and steady up and to the right. This is a pop 36 card for a Michael Jordan base card from the 90s. That's a super low pop because it's so condition sensitive, and the diamond cutting problem that we know about on this card as well. So if you throw out that 2750, I think last night's sale, 1470, would be the next highest sale. I think last night's sale of 1830, I think it is the all-time record. I'm calling BS on this 2750. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Either way, it's something to be considered. I think last night's sale of 1830 was huge. It would have put it right around here on our chart, which is way higher than our last sale of 1009. And again, yes, we have to consider that. The card's trending downward. It sold, at 1,500, came all the way down to 1,000 for it to bounce back to 1,800. Does seem inorganic as well. So again, let's keep our eye on that. Let's see if this card gets paid. If you know something about it, if you sold it and it got paid, and again, it's a friend of mine on Instagram, so if it got paid, just please let us know, and I'll try to pass that along. 1995 Skybox Natural Born Thrillers PSA 9. I can't remember. No, that one didn't. Okay, so moving along. Surely not the Slick Silver PSA 10. Surely not the Slick Silver PSA 10. 1740 last night. Here's the card. Looks different because it's a bad picture. Pop 300. This is a high pop card. What did we say? 1,740 last night. That is far and away the all-time record. The card has sold 292 times. And the highest price before last night was $1,200. This one jumps all the way to $1,740. Granted, I'm going to click on it and show you that is a really beautiful copy of it where you can tell it's crystal clear with no yellowing. But nevertheless, that is a really, really big jump. Golden Idols, one of the ugliest cards in the world. That's just my opinion, along with the gold signature number 240. But this is one of the ugliest Michael Jordan cards ever made, in my personal opinion. But you can see how much people wanted it. Pop 54, sold last night for $1,740 in a PSA 9. I've got that card pulled up, and it's still ugly. There you go. $1,740 is a pretty significant jump over the all-time record of $552, wouldn't you say? Crushed the all-time record. I was bidding on that card. I need that card. Yes, I know it's ugly. I have a PSA 8, and by the way, PSA 8's like $70. PSA 9, $1,740 now, apparently. I don't know. This is a really tough card to find in high grade. Look at this chart. It's been graded 789, so it's not really that rare, but check this out. 3 PSA 10s, 57 PSA 9s. This is the next best you can do. Look at the gem rate, 0.60%. Somebody realized that and went heavy after the PSA 9 last night. Next on our list, we've got, what do we have next on our list? Let's see. Oh, my frequent flyer upgrade down here. Frequent flyer upgrade PSA 8. Remember, the upgrade is the more difficult to attain parallel of the frequent flyer club. This is the upgrade where it's got upgrade printed across the front of it. $1,200 for a PSA 8 for this upgrade card last night. $1,200. There's a nice big image of it right there. $1,200 last night. The card sold for. That is not the all-time record. It's $9 shy of the all-time record. The record was set in October of 2024. If we sort by date, you'll see. Wait, what just happened? Why did that happen? Oh, because it jumped. Yeah, that I was looking down here. This is not an upgrade. This is going to say upgrade, but it's not going to be an upgrade. I was wondering why $112 card. So there's the difference between the regular card and the upgrade. The regular card, $100. The upgrade, $1,200. A big jump over the last sale, higher than the sale before that, higher than the sale before that. This is a card that's been teetering around the $1,000 mark. This is the second time the card's hit $1,200 or more. And again, just $9 shy of the all-time record. And this is a card that's completely random, but it is the 1989 Los Aces de la NBA Spanish stickers Miguel Jordan, number, what is that? 11, 12, 13, PSA 7, near mint condition. There's your card. Big, bold image of Michael Jordan's face. The card sold for $930 last night. If we just look at all the PSA ones, there was a PSA 8, which is a pop 1, none higher. That card sold for $3,200. Look at the pop report on this crazy sticker. PSA has graded 9 of these, and here's the 7 that sold last night. There's 1, 8, 1 higher right there. So all-time record $930 for the PSA. What do we say? PSA 7 last night. Moving along, what is the last one on our list? It is Oh my God, did the Meltdown PSA 8 set a record too? Hold on, what did the Meltdown PSA 8 sell for? Let me go find it. Where am I? There it is, right there. Meltdown PSA 8 sold for $780. Here's the all-time chart. Okay, no, that wasn't an all-time record. No, that wasn't an all-time record, but it was a good sale nonetheless. Okay, that's it, guys. End of video. Just wanted to show you guys those cards. Let me know what you think. Any of those cards really kind of stand out to you? Did you buy the Los Asses? Did you buy the ass last night? Let me know if you bought that PSA 7 Michael Jordan ass card from Spain. Let me know what you think about these records, man. These are not PSA 10. These are not five-figure cards. We see the high-end stuff doing crazy stuff. We saw Michael Jordan records being set in the Fanatics weekly auction last night for the big boy cards. These are the affordable cards. These are the kind of ones dwelling beneath the surface that you and I are trying to pick off here and there. Are more people doing what we're doing? Are more people collecting these cards? What's driving these prices? Is it investors? Is it collectors? Is it people hierarchy collecting? Is it people just trying to build their Jordan collection? Is it the set registry? Is it just, you know, Bitcoin money and flipper money finding its way? You know how they say water seeks the lowest point? Well, is this just money seeking the least risky investment in the hobby? Are people trying to reinvest their profits, their flip profits, into the least risky investment in the hobby, which is Michael Jordan? You know, maybe it's Jordan, maybe it's Tom Brady, maybe it's Mantle, it's Ruth, but Jordan's probably on a very short list of very low risk places to put your money, I would think, long term. Maybe that's what it is. You guys let me know. I want to know what you guys think is driving these all-time records in the comments. That's what the comment section's for. It's a give and take. It's a quid pro quo. It's a back and forth. And let's get some dialogue going. Thank you guys, as always, for watching these Jordan record collection videos. Hopefully you enjoy them. Hit the like button. It really helps me. And if you're selling any Jordan cards that look like these, or any cards for that matter, on Fanatics, please consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. If you've already submitted your cards to Fanatics and they're in your vault, it's not too late to add the promo code. Check out this video. At the end of this video, there's going to be a little thumbnail pop up on the end screen. You can click that video and find out how you can add the Cajun promo code even after the cards have already arrived in your vault. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.